connect. Talking the talk with Kate and Jim, and walking the walk, just listening. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim, I'm gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Keeps a positive spin while Kate's doing the Mickey hazard name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let me stop rubbing, or she's flip flopping. How this place is popping. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim, I'm gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Jimbo always keeps a positive spin while Kate's doing the Mickey hazard name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let me stop rubbing, or she's flip flopping. How this place is popping. Perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Jim always keeps a positive spin while Kate's doing the Mickey hazard name dropping. Gets you out of the blue and let you stop rubbing, or she's flip flopping. How this place is popping. Always keeps a positive spin while Kate's doing the Mickey hazard name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let me stop rubbing, or she's flip flopping. How this place is popping.
Welcome back to Kate and Jimbo with me, Kate, and him, Jimbo. A bit of an impromptu stream, actually. We thought we'd jump up. We weren't planning on doing one today because I've got the doctor's this afternoon because I've got an ear infection. But we thought we'd jump up and have a little chat on this miserable Wednesday hump day. Jimbo, first of all, how are you doing?
Good, always good.
Yeah.
Looking forward to Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I'm quite looking forward to Sunday. I'm not going to lie. I think we've got a massive chance of beating them lot. But what I will say is there has been some breaking news come out that Arsenal are without Kai Havertz for the rest of the season. You know, they've gone for this lovely little lads trip away to Dubai, and somehow or another he's picked up a hamstring. So Arsenal will be without a striker for the rest of the season by the looks of it, which, you know, is a bit of a oops, why didn't we get one in the transfer window? But yeah, that was breaking news just come through not long ago. It's waiting to be 100% confirmed by the club, but excuse me, looks to be true. But let's have a look in the chat before we crack on. We've got driving my Hyundai, or however you say it, saying be the coffee bean. Yes, as Jacob said, be the coffee bean. Steve D's in the house. Big up, Stevie. Says authenticity requires integrity. Love you guys. We love you too, Mr. Steve D. And we also love you too, Luke and Dan. Said can't wait to see my favourite and nicest people on Spurs YouTube, Kate and Jim. Thank you very much. Yippee! Good afternoon, Paul G. Hope you're well. My little Amelia's in the chat. Big up, Amelia. Hope you're well, my darling. Good to see you as always. Paige is here saying afternoon, peeps. Ooh la la is in the house saying afternoon, Kate, Jimbo, and all. Designed to win saying afternoon, Kate and Jimbo. Always good to see you, lovely people. Mario is here saying good afternoon, Kate and Jimbo. Sunday will be interesting. Yes.
Yeah, when we kick their asses.
Yes. Bobby K is in the house. Says good morning, Kate, Jim, and everyone in the chat. Have to love joining as soon as Kate says it's hump day. I did it just for you, Bobby. That's what it was. I thought I'll cheer him up and I'll say it's hump day. Luton Dan says Kai must have stayed and trained with Spurs. Yes. Another excuse for Arsenal when they don't win the Premier League. Yeah, I mean, for them not to have brought in a striker for me is criminal. Whether that
It's
be
their own
Arteta,
fault, Kate.
yeah, whether that be Arteta or the board, whoever it may be. But I mean, everyone can see they're crying out for a striker, and yeah, a bit neglectful. Amelia's bored. She's got to do the books. Ugh, don't envy you at all. I hate doing the books.
Well, their
Shemtan's
job.
here. Says, yeah, it's a job, I know. Hey, Princess Kate and Jimbo. Hope you're well. We're good, thank you. Hope you and Mummy are well. Afternoon, folks. Hope you're well. Big up, Paddy. Always good to see you. I'm single, so don't get ear infections. Do you know what it is? Any sign of a cold, any snivels, anything at all, goes straight to my ears since I've had my tonsils out, and it's so annoying.
I had a nice chat with Dan yesterday.
That was after you gave him a 5-star Monopoly card.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, because he's my mate. So yeah, looking after my mates.
There you go. Steve did, good morning, you handsome devil. Steve asking Amelia if she's feeling better, and she says much better, thank you. Easy Jimbo, let United win on Sunday, then start a winning streak. Yeah, of course, Paige is a Man United fan.
Sorry, Paige. I think that I think we are going to beat you. I do.
Do you know what? The thing is, whenever I feel confident, it's normally a bad sign. But then I've been feeling not confident and we've not been winning. So I suppose it doesn't actually really matter.
What you're saying is, don't matter what prediction you do, you feel we're going to lose. Because you say we're going to lose and we win, right? So you say we're going to win, we're going to lose.
No, because I've said we're going to win and we've lost lately. So it's all gone out the window. That's better. I was just thinking it's really dark here and I hadn't put the light on. Then there was light. So, yeah, but I actually think we've got enough to beat Manchester United on Sunday. Bobby says, good morning, Auntie Amita. Hope you're spoiling Grayson. He's poorly. He's got a really bad cold.
Yeah, he's got a chest as well.
Bless
bad
him.
Chest.
I'm giving myself a break. I can't be arsed with the books. I love your motivation, Amelia. Hi, it's 11:38 in Melbourne. Big up to you, Peter Kagaias. I bet it's a damn sight warmer there as well. And it's nearly Amelia's birthday, a week on Saturday, and she will be 20. Hope you're feeling okay, Lady Amelia. I'm with you, Jimbo, to be honest. Yeah, I think a lot of Man United fans are expecting the worst. I don't know. It's a very difficult game to call, and I think maybe the fact we've got home advantage might just be enough to get us over the line, and we've got some players who are going to be coming back as well.
The thing is if you look at Man United and you look at Tottenham, there's not much difference. They're both very unpredictable at the moment. You know, they're not doing well, we're not doing well, but then we could turn up with a win, like Brentford. Everyone thought we'd lose, except me. I didn't, but and we won. And it's the same with Man United. They all of a sudden they turn up and they're beat at Liverpool or a City. So they're kind of both in the same space, I think. So it's very hard to predict, but obviously I'm going to back my team.
Yeah, indeed. It is a difficult one, but yeah, I mean there is that. A lot of people saying that Amarim's made him worse. I think it's difficult to judge him because he hasn't had a chance to bring in his people properly yet, but I mean, I'd swap Ange for Amarim. I think he's going to be a real success in the Premier League. But, you know, it's going to be a case of waiting.
You skipped his thing.
No, I didn't. I've come back to it now.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you, Jim. And think we see things very similar. And 5-star card helped me complete my set. I need some bloody cards, Dan. I'm going to message you. Bobby says, when's your birthday? Mine's the 20th. And Amelia is, of course, the 22nd. So close together. Paul Grayson wishing him well. Yeah, bless him. It's horrible when babies are ill. 27 degrees. Wow. Very warm indeed over there. Lisa's here. Lisa Chica says, hope you guys are doing well. The boys will be more rested since not playing Thursday, so Spurs should be able to win. Yeah, there is that as well. No midweek game, thank God. So got a couple of weeks where it's just one game a week, haven't we, Jim, before the Europe comes back.
It give them a well-earned rest, wouldn't it? They, I don't think they'll be training too hard. Just let them get some power back into their bodies, which they need, a lot of them.
Yeah, exactly that. Jack Legros says, I'm not confident in Tottenham beating anyone these days. We are a very poor team and the club is stale. Yeah, you can't really argue with that. 22nd's my brother's birthday and 23rd's my mum's. Wow, lots of February birthdays. And of course, it's Valentine's Day on Friday. And on Thursday, it's Robbie Williams' birthday. Just if anyone's interested to say happy birthday, Robbie Williams. We do love you. There we go. I thought I'd share that bit of useless information. If it's not a London derby, it's always a team that raises their game when they play us. Yeah, but we own Manchester this year. We own them. Do you guys think it will be the end of Ange if we lose on Sunday, especially with the protests happening? I personally think they're giving till the end of the season, regardless of what happens on Sunday. Jimbo, what about yourself?
It's a hard one, Kate, because look, obviously the hierarchy are taking into consideration the injuries, rightly so as well. Because I don't care what anybody says about, don't blame the injuries. It makes a massive difference. I've said this 1,000 times, right? I want to see more from the players that are on the pitch than we've seen some games. But the injuries make a difference. You can't have that many injuries and it not affect you. If you take any team, right, and give them that many injuries, I don't care what team it is, it's going to make a difference. You know, look at City. They lost Rodri, and they've never been the same since. You know,
Yeah.
Arsenal last season when they lost Odegaard and their defender, was it last season or the season before? They wasn't the same. So it's going to make a difference. So obviously the hierarchy are going to give him time. And I've said to you, and I've said on this channel, I don't know how many times, if they sack Ange, I'll get over it and I'll move on to the next manager and back the next manager. But while Ange is here, I will always back him because he's our manager. And I won't never define from that. And I will never, ever say Ange out.
Yeah. I think the protests as well, I get what you're saying, because obviously Levy will feel a bit under pressure if they get the numbers that they're looking for. And obviously with the likes of Ricky Sachs last night doing a show with Brian and putting it out there, they're hoping to get bigger numbers. I still don't think it's going to make Levy pull the trigger. I just don't think he will yet, because that's another admission that he got it wrong if he sacks Ange Postecoglou.
I just think Levy's got skin thicker than an elephant. You know, I mean, you see him when he's sitting in his chair watching the game. It doesn't get to him, you know. I think in all the time I've watched football with Levy and he's been in his chair, I think I've seen once it looked like it got to him.
Yeah, where his wife rubbed his leg.
Yeah. But I just don't think it gets to Levy.
Well, that's saying
he goes home, looks at his bank balance, and then thinks, "Oh, that's all right. Let him scream my name."
But that's something that me and Levy have got in common, because he's got the skin of an elephant and I've got the arse of an elephant. So Levy and I have some things in common. Luca says, hi, Kate and Jim, and to all in chat, catching a live stream, first time in ages. Good to see you, Luca. And what a lovely Modric picture that is. Paul Rowland says, like to see Inzaghi in the Premier League. Yeah, that's the rumour that could be who we will be going for. Lucky Singh says, the Glazers out. Fan, boo my players. Paige's birthday Saturday. Happy birthday for you in advance. I hope we do beat United on Sunday, though. Sorry.
Well, it's just come up on Sky Sports, Kate, that Arsenal have come out and said they fear Kai Havertz could miss the rest of the season after injuring his hamstring during a training session in Dubai.
I don't know what to say.
Well,
obviously, I don't
someone, shouldn't they?
I never wish injury on any player, but this is gross neglect from Arsenal in this instance to have not brought in a striker. If I was Arteta, I'd be going absolutely bloody ballistic. A lot of people saying hello to Luca because we haven't seen you for a while. It's really good to see you. It's down to Rasmus Højlund. Yeah, what, is he injured? Oh, I'm not sure. Remember the euphoria when Ange arrived and Robbie Williams was singing? Seems a long decline since then. Yeah, it seems like a lifetime ago, to be fair, since that happened. Let me just check. February is the best month, obviously, says Amelia. Paul G says, Kate, what are you doing for Valentine's? Jim, what are you doing for Kate for Valentine's? That's the big question.
Well, I bought you some presents. And I've offered to take you out to eat, but you said you're not sure if you want to go out and eat.
Well, because there's going to be loads of people. You know what puts me off? There's going to be loads of people, and I don't do people, right? First of all. And second of all, a lot of places are set menus, and I might not get fancy what I want on a set menu. So I don't know whether I should cook, or whether we should just get a takeout and just chill. I'm not sure yet. It probably was going to take me to McDonald's, to be fair, but
I wasn't going to take you to McDonald's.
I know, but yeah, I don't know yet. And plus, they haven't got any tables. Like, all the tables are dodgy times. I don't know. It all sounds like too much effort. I don't need a day for Jim to tell me he loves me and vice versa, because we tell each other every day anyway. It's just a commercial day. And I wouldn't even do presents, but Jimbo insists that we do presents on Valentine's. I think it's all a bit commercialised. It used to be you just sent a Valentine's card if you secretly fancied someone. Now you give it to your wife, or your husband, or your boyfriend. It don't make sense. Oh, Bobby, don't tease me with words about Poch. I can't cope with it. Paige says, if we've got to rely on Hoyland, we're in big trouble. Peter says, I want him sacked because I'm interested to see how long it takes us to hound the next manager. Yeah, don't. It was 90 odd days last time.
Well, look, Luca, you can't want him sacked for that. It's got to be the right reason.
It wasn't Luca, it was Peter that said it.
Oh, sorry, Luca. Peter. It's got to be the right reasons. You know, we could get our players back and we could go on a good run. That's what we all hope for. Well, I hope that's what everyone hopes for. That we get our players back and we go on a good run and start moving up the table and win the European Cup, because the single is still on.
Big up, Daniel Sandoval. Good to see you. Lucky Singh says, Glazers out. I don't understand players walking if Manchester United players. Bobby says, I love Kate and Jim, but I'm not waking up to watch anyone on YouTube. Yeah, Bobby just he turns up when he wants. He turns up when he wants. Bobby K, he turns up when he wants. Lucas says, apparently I'm in the Ange cult. I used to be in the Conte cult. Now I'm in the Ange cult. Well, there's a lot of cults going around, and there's also another word where you could take the L out of the cult, but I'm not going to say what it is. Just saying.
But you know what? Right. I think backing your manager is not a cult. I think that's what supporters should do. If you don't like him, it's fine. And if you don't think he's good enough, that's fine. But I think, everyone has their private thoughts about the players and managers, but we should back them because they're our team. It's our club. That's all I'm going to say.
Paige says, whipped cream and butt naked. That's Jimbo's Valentine's present. I hope it isn't. No offense, Jim. But I don't really like cream either. Steve D said, it's crazy on most channels. We've just played 11 games in 36 days. Wow, when you say it like that, that's a lot of games. Liverpool and Villa being 10 and 11, all in shock because we lost to them in the Cups. Yeah, I hear you. Daniel Levy is affected by fans' unrest and winces when cameras are on him. Doing nothing and accepting his lack of ambition is unacceptable. Make your voices heard, fans. It's your money he's taking, says Jack. McDonald's on Valentine, says Bobby K. I'm disgusted. I'm taking Mama K to Burger King. Just got some 2 canned dine coupons in the mail. Who said romance is dead? There is Poch rumours, and then the video gets circulated with him saying he wants to manage Spurs. Poch knows what he's doing. Come home. I don't think Poch is coming home. I think possibly after the next one, but not this next one, if that makes sense. So if we hire someone else.
Will it work if he comes back, Kate?
I don't care. I want to look at him. No, of course.
I'll get you a photo of him if you want to look at him. But will it work if he comes back? I don't know. I don't know if it will. But if he comes back, we'll get behind him. I'm sure there are people that don't want him, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that want him as well. But I think, does it work going back to a club a second time?
Sometimes it does. Look, I would love to see him back someday. And as I said, I don't think he'll be the one that replaces Ange, but I think he could be the one after that. But at the same time, do I want Poch coming back and being failed by the board again? No. So it's a difficult decision because I think Poch is a wonderful human, and I think he's fully coys as well, even though he went to Chelsea. I do think he's fully coys. But, yeah, I don't know. Jimbo could be right. Does it ever work when you go back to your ex? Don't know. Luton Dan says, think I'll just cook 2 meals and eat them both, or my cats will have the other meal. Valentine's is not great as it should be same all year, not just one day. Exactly. That's how I feel. I think it's just a load of rubbish. Shalom, guys. Hope you're both well. Big up, Tyler. Lovely to see you. We're good. Hope you're well. Daniel 90, big up to you. Oh, is that Janola in that picture? Oh my god. Big up. I only care about this football club. I'm not emotionally invested in this manager like some. Yeah, I hear you. I'm with Johnny Beckenham Green. Keep all the leads out of your chat. Why are here anyways? It's top channel. Keep the season. Luke Turner. No, I don't know if that's the comment that Steve D's just removed. I'm sorry I brought that up, but we don't have any of that malarkey. That is really not a nice comment at all. I don't know who you are, but yeah, that is not accepted at all. Especially Jess is a big friend of the channel, so don't know why anyone would say that, but sorry for anyone that read that message. I didn't mean to bring it up. This is what I do. I just go through the messages. I try and bring everybody's up, and I don't read them first. But yeah, I apologise to anyone who saw that, because that's not how we feel on this channel about anybody.
Especially Jess.
Yeah, especially Jess.
I'm sorry, but I find a very
I don't know how you can hate her. Really.
Yeah, she's always been nice to us in the channel. That's all I'm going to say.
I don't understand why everyone's got to be so, excuse my French, so fucking nasty. You know, there was absolutely no need for that message about anybody. If you want to say that to her face, by all means, go to her channel and say it to her face. Don't fucking say it now. I won't have it. It's disgraceful. And like I say, I apologise to anyone that read it and they're yada, yada, yada. What's Poch going to do without a prime Son and Kane? Who knows? It's good to see you, Luca. Great to have you back. Big up, Lumen. Big up. No, it's all the same people talking to each other. Yes, someone needs attention. Don't have any of that in here. Big up, chill music. Hope you're well. Yes, and as Bobby says, we like JS White and crew around because they're Leeds fans. Anyone's welcome here. I don't like Arsenal, but I welcome Arsenal fans into the chat. And I certainly don't want anyone abusing anybody. There's absolutely no need. As Steve says, if you want drama, there's plenty of other channels out there. Mr. Troll, YouTube is free for everyone to go where they want. Don't like it, bite me. Moving on. Big up page. Football's been ruined by money and egos. Very true. Bobby Kay is the only person we can be mean to because he's a gimp. Not anymore, because you said if Timo Werner scored, you wouldn't be horrible to Bobby anymore. So, Paddy, I love you, but, you know, you've got to stick by what you say. And quite frankly, you've got to be nice to Bobby now. We've got it in evidence. Anna Dawes is here, says, hi, Kate, Jimbo, and chat, if I can bring it up. Big up to you, and I hope you're well. Dan says, I hate people and their nasty, negative ways and comments. I'd never judge anyone or label anyone. I guess desperate people do desperate things. It's like Paige says, some people just want attention. Paul says, plenty of managers have gone back. Kendall, Mourinho, Moyes. That's what it says. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And yeah, all support is welcome here. Big up to you, Nippon. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Don't push me. I'll start singing My Way like Gus. Oh, don't. Me and Amelia and Abby are going to arrange and go to Cooper's soon. I've got to go. It'll be hilarious. Hilarious.
Gus is just, he's a legend.
He's a legend. He is an absolute. Nippon says, whoever messes with Bobby messes with me. And Bobby said, yes, Kate, shut up, Paddy. Well, I'm just saying, I saw the evidence. Daniel says, when people say what's Poch going to do without a prime Kane and Son, Poch is one of the bloody reasons they both got so good. Yeah, that's very true, Daniel. Well said. Sorry, Bobby. I'm allowed one insult per day. Mama Kay said so. Well, it's come out not only that Kai Havertz is out for the rest of the season. Hang on. What's this? Kate, why don't you join Protect for Tottenham? Is that, what's that? I don't know what that is, but let me know. Tyler says, can I just say, I really don't want any Qatari money near this club. They are not the owners we want, so I hope the news is fake. We've been linked with so many new owners over the years. I don't believe any of it.
I saw, I think it was last week, I was watching a video on that, that they reckon there's a guy that he's going to try and buy into Tottenham.
What, a Qatari?
Yeah. He's very rich, but he's what I know about him, he's not a lot, but what I know about him, he's quite a big businessman, and this is what scares me. There's going to just be another Levy that comes in and just wants to make money upon money and not pump into the football team like they should. I mean, I know Levy's given him 350 million since he's been in the 18 months. I wish he'd give it to Poch when we was up there. But look, it's a toss of a coin, isn't it? But I think there's a few people that don't want to take the chance, but I think there's a lot more that want to take the chance and get someone new. So we just have to roll the dice, won't we? It's out of our hands.
Exactly. Protests. Okay, right. There's two main reasons I don't protest. One is I live for 3.5, 4 hours, sometimes 6 hours away from Spurs. We're up in Lincoln. Second of all, I'm registered disabled. I can't walk that far. The cold weather really affects me. I've got 2 partially dislocated kneecaps. So it's not easy for me to stand around. There is a third reason as well, which is that I don't know how effective it will be. But at the same time, had we been going to the Man United game, we would have attended the protest, even for a few minutes. So that's the reason why. But I'd like to say I respect anyone that chooses to protest. Everyone should do what they want to do and support the club how they want.
I don't think. Bless you. I don't think it's going to do any. It's not going to do any harm. If it's going to do anything, it'll do good.
Yeah, because even if he doesn't leave, maybe it will give him a kick up the arse to start doing things differently. You don't know.
Yeah.
He sure is, Jimbo. I saw a video from 2 years ago, Gus being hit with a caution wet sign. Now I know why he always sings Alice and My Way. Poor guy, I can't remember any more songs. Benji says, I've learned valuable lessons myself over the last 48 hours. I'm going to get better and grow as a person. Ben, that's all we can do. We can live and learn. And, I'd say everything's a lesson.
You live to learn.
Mm-hmm. Exactly that. All Qatari money is blood money. Havertz injured now. Oh dear, Arsenal really are a bit short up front. Indeed they are. Big up Vindaloo with a $4.99 super chat says, big up Jimbo and Kate. Sorry I can't make these afternoon streams anymore. I'm so busy with work. Keep up the good work. Start watch-alongs and I'll be there.
We are gonna do
an evening show once a week.
An evening show, yeah. But we want to try and do it so it don't coincide with other people, which is going to be hard. But we don't like treading on the toes of other YouTubers when they've got their regular evening slots. So we've got to try and work something out. But we'll work something out.
What I will say is, a lot of people have asked me to do watch-alongs, but so many people do them. I just don't think people would bother to watch me. I've got to be honest. I'd probably be really boring. That's why there's I can think of 7, 8, 9, 10 people that do watch-alongs. And obviously we do the pre-match pump-up and we are Tottenham TV as well. So, but we are going to try and schedule an evening stream. I don't know if anyone's got a preference of a day and we can try and work around that. And I don't know exactly what it's going to be called. I don't know exactly what we're going to do, but we are going to do an evening stream because a few people have said that it's difficult during the day. So, but as always, Vindaloo, thank you for the super chat. And you are in the draw to win a signed Benton Kerr picture, even though you are a Gooner.
I mean, you could start off with doing a new one with Amelia in the evening. So it's different from football. So it won't, people who want to see football, if we coincide with anyone, it won't affect.
No, our Amelia one's going to be in the daytime.
All right.
I want an evening one to be about football.
Okay.
But I'm not sure what yet. Any updates on Awanai's condition after his injury against Exeter? Wishing him a speedy recovery. I don't know who that is. I don't know what that is. I didn't watch anything about that. Nottingham Forest confirm extent of injury after scary collision. Oh, here. We didn't watch the game. I don't even know who won because we watched the Real Madrid game. Nottingham Forest striker Taiwo Awanai suffered a concussion and broken nose in a collision with Exeter keeper. He was stretchered off. He was in a lot of pain, but he has a smile on his face because he scored for us and did an amazing job. Yeah, so he's got concussion and a broken nose. Not nice. at all. But yeah, I didn't, like I say, we watched the Real Madrid game last night, which I have to say was bloody brilliant. Absolute brilliant game. Joey Barton's here. Big up, Joey says, hi, isn't it amazing how the takeover story breaks today, a few days before scheduled protest? This club do it every time. Yes, don't they, Jazz? They're very clever. They've got very good PR. I've got to be honest. Big up, nearsighted remembrance. Good to see you. Ivan Perisic scored a beaut last night in the Champions League. Another player Ange got rid of, doing great elsewhere. Yeah, but I think any Tottenham player that's been got rid of by Ange or any other manager normally goes on to win a trophy. It's a curse. Nearsighted says, please do watch alongs for games. I just don't know if anyone would watch me, and I don't know if I'd be any good because I'd have to have my glasses on, right? But I have to, and I'd have to have something here so I can watch two screens, and I'd probably get flustered and I'd probably swear a lot.
And that's why they want you to do it.
Yeah, I'd probably actually
it would
get
be a laugh. I know that.
Anyone crying about blood money, do your homework on things. Joe Lewis did. Yeah. We'd watch it, especially for non-Spurs games. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll try a watch along for a non-Spurs game first and see what it goes like. Paige just hope Jim Radcliffe buys the full club. He's on shares, 28.8%. I reckon Jim would be a quality on a watch along. Jimbo's calmer than me. He's really calm on Spurs watch alongs. Yeah, I want to see Jimbo do a Spurs watch along just for the entertainment. We might have to do one, Jimbo.
Well, sometimes we've been 3-0 down, and I still think we're going to win.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean by the pure entertainment. Maybe we do one. Won't be Sunday.
I never ever worry when we go behind because I just think Tottenham can score 2 or 3 goals in 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes. It's just they've always done it over the years, and I believe they can do it.
All right, well, we'll have a look at the fixtures and we'll sort one out and we'll do it. We'll try it, Jimbo. If it's rubbish, we won't. Materio says, hi, guys. Awesome channel you got here, fellas. I don't mind you call me a fella. I'll take it all day long. Luton Dan says, I'll not be going to protest as I live in Telford and I don't own a car. Plus, I think I'm better staying away for reasons I'll keep to myself. Watch along seem more about bantering their rivals. Well, the thing is, I'm one of these people who, if I'm watching Arsenal and they go 1-0 down, I go to all my friends that are Arsenal fans that are doing watch alongs and I'll give them stick. So that is exactly what will happen to me, and I deserve it because I do it to them. But I think I will try one. I'm going to try one. Seeing you may be right. I don't pay attention to all that. I watch what happens on the pitch and that's it. Can't be bothered with all the bullshit outside of that. I refuse to believe Vindaloo's a gooner. Oh, I know. Bobby,
he's the nicest gooner I've ever met.
Yeah, he's a ledge. We love Vinders. Big up Bobby K. Still in Sicily. Oh, so jealous. What a beautiful place. Tyler says, my family's from Sicily. Whereabouts are you visiting? Big up Lee Stay from TV. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Madrid looking so good on the attack. My favourites to win the Champions League. Do you know what? They started off like a steam train. And I said to Jim, Man City are going to get smashed. Then Man City got that goal from Haaland and they took control for a bit. Then, obviously, it twisted and turned. But then at the end, once Real Madrid got level and then took the lead, I mean, they're a phenomenal side. Their front players, their forward players are sensational. And I thought it was a fabulous game to watch. But what we did notice, Jimbo, as we've said before, is that if Haaland ain't scoring, he don't do a lot else.
No, he doesn't. No, but he does when he's on form and he's scoring. But look, I've got to say, I saw the team for Man City and I thought to myself, this is more like the Man City team that will win. And I said to Kate, I fancied Man City to win that game. They had a good back line. They put Stones into Rodri's position. And it was more like when Rodri was out, when Stones was in there and they had a decent back four, they were winning again. And I fancied them to win it. But they seem to, I don't know what it is with City. They seem to just kind of stop and not have they? It seemed like to me there wasn't 100% effort in there in the last
Yeah.
half hour. I mean, well, one of the Real Madrid guys that done a cross for, I think it was Real Madrid's. I think it was 2-1 at the time, but the defender just seemed to leave it. It was like in slow motion, and I don't think did he. I can't remember if he scored from it or not. But it was just like they seem to die off a bit, and they don't seem.
Mbappe's goal was like slow motion.
Yeah, they don't seem to be putting 100% effort in. It looks like they're playing like 3 times a week, and they're all just knackered.
Do you think there's an argument that they've lost their will to win because they've won everything?
I don't know what it is, but I mean, they looked really. I thought they looked really good, City at times yesterday, but then they just seemed to switch off, and you know, like we did against Leicester in the first 5 minutes, 10 minutes of the game when we was 1-0 up. Then we went 2-1 behind. We just switched off. That's what City seem to do. They seem to just switch off and let the other team back into it, which we've seen City do a few times this season. One of them, they were 3-0 up, weren't they? It's weird. They just seem to have lost their mojo, didn't they? I thought it was a very strange game the second half, the way it went.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. What I will say is, if you didn't watch it, you missed a phenomenal game of football. It was a brilliant game, full of real quality. That ball that Grealish put in for Harden's goal was immense. But yeah, just a really enjoyable game. And you realise when you watch Madrid, we was talking to Steve D while I was watching it, the difference in quality that Madrid and City have got against compared to us. It's just unreal.
Madrid's passing is just so good, and
It's so well drilled.
Well, yeah, they know where they are without looking. It's just some of their passing, but I mean they were in a bit of a shambles at times in the game as well. But their passing is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I see something I noticed with Madrid yesterday. Some of their players are so quick; it's frightening.
Yeah. Solomon goal and assist in Leeds game last night. Now 4 goals and 4 assists in 7 games. Amazing. But then it could be that he's found his level. I'm not saying he has, but it could be that. You guys should sell Jed to LFC. No, we like Jed. He's Jedley Spence. That's where my family live. Have a great time. Vindaloo, says Tyler. Bellingham had a last-minute winner. Good game. Yeah. There was a chance that Bellingham missed that was horrendous as well, but he came back and scored the winner. So,
yeah.
Tyler, funny that's around the corner from the fish market. Protest if there's no Kate and Jimbo watch along. Meet at White Hart Lane. I won't be doing one for this week. I think everyone's protesting. There's going to be a lot of people that are live streaming from the game with the protests, and I'm just staying away from all of that. I'll do our pump up on We Are Tottenham TV, but I will perhaps do a watch along for one of the games coming up. I'll have a look and see which ones are on and decide it. Big up to Kate, Jim. Hope you're both good. We are, thank you. And big up to you. Get that stinky fruit, Arteta, out of my club. What do you think now you've heard that Havertz is out for the rest of the season? Where does this leave Arsenal? I mean, City have had a terrible season. This was Arsenal's perfect chance to win the league, and look what's happening. Mentality.
I mean, it could work the other way, Kate. It could work the other way, right? Because he's not been fantastic, has he, Havertz, this season? He's not pulled up any trees, has he? So they might stick someone in who wouldn't have got a chance, and he might perform. So it might be a blessing in disguise. You never know.
Big up, Kate and Jimbo says, Eva, man, big up to you. Good to see you, my lovely. Jude has a bit of a habit scoring in extra time. What a player he is. I really like Jude Bellingham as well. I think he seems like such a nice guy. Havertz hamstring gone whilst training in Dubai. Arteta's fault. I meant Angie's fault, innit? Yeah, I'm wondering if Arteta might have done something to his wrist as well. Oh, no, he wouldn't have done because he lets men feed him meat when he's in Dubai, so he wouldn't have had to use his wrist. Just remembered. Go for it, Kate and Jimbo. Do the watch along. Yes, we will. 100%. I shall make sure I let you all know what game it will be. But we will do one. Joey Barton, I don't want to get into politics on here, but Joe Lewis money is not the same. Yeah, we don't do politics, religion, any of that dangerous stuff that takes us down avenues where we end up shouting at each other. Big love to you, Ben Bryant, another gooner that's amazing. Good to see you. These people that say there aren't any good gooners are liars. Right, Luke Turner. Where are you? I know you've unsubbed and then resubbed. Don't come back to my channel ever, please. I've banned you now. That should be it. Don't need any of your nastiness or hate in this channel. So please do, in the greatest respect, fuck off. I wish our players had a Barcelona or Real Madrid mentality. Yeah, let's not go into Joe Lewis and politics. Don't think Mbappe meant that, though, do you? Well, look, I don't know if he was asked if he meant it, but if I was him, I would say I meant it, but I'm not sure he did.
No, he never. He's shin.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, but it might have been tactical.
No, I won't have it. I mean, there's some goals you look at and they say they meant it, and you think, well, he could have meant that. You don't know, but no, he never meant that.
Yeah. City just can't see out again. They look like they go off it and look so scared to not concede. That's what I said to Jimbo last night. It's been the story of their season where they take a lead and crumble. I mean, it's like watching Tottenham. But City lose one player, they fall to pieces. I never asked, but get the likes up for these two brilliant people for providing a space that can still make you smile. We try. That's why I advertised this show today as just being a light-hearted chat. There is a lot of doom and gloom, and rightly so, around the fan base. There is a lot of doom and gloom, and rightly so, around the ownership and everything else. But sometimes you've just got to take yourself away and just have a chill.
Look, in football, right? In football, nothing ever goes right for everybody, and we're having a bad season, right? But it should never stop anybody from loving the club. We're having a bad season. I think the Brentford game, the Brentford win, it gave me a boost, because I think to myself, the teams below have got to get too many points for us to get dragged into it now. So I feel kind of chilled with it at the minute. I don't like what's happening on the pitch, but as I said earlier, we've got a lot of injuries, so we've got to take that into account. Do I think all the players are good enough? Probably not, but I do think that they try their best most of the time. We're in a bad space in a minute, but it's not all doom and gloom. We're still in the European Cup. We won't get relegated now. We're going to start to get players back over the next.
Just saying while you're saying that according to Ange, he's hoping that Madders, Vicario, and Udogie are all going to be back against Man United.
Yeah.
So
and then it moves on from there. We get some more back, and hopefully have a strong end to the season where we all got something to smile about.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, it is only football, and I know a lot of people, it's much more important to them than that, but you've got to sometimes just take a step away and go, oh, do I want to be surrounded by so much negativity? Let's just breathe. And
if you love the club, Kate, it hurts.
Of course it does. Of course it does, but there are more important things as well. I mean, like our little great nephew Grayson, he's 36 days old and he's got a cold. That's more important because he's got snivelly nose and he can't even blow his nose because he's a tiny baby. But you know what I mean. So, but big up to everyone that's here anyway. And if we can make you smile, then our job is done. Robbie, good to see you, my man. Hope you are well. Not seen you for a little while. Joey says, I watched no football last night. I was at home feeling sorry for myself after oral surgery and 3 stitches in my gob. Currently on soft foods like soup, which is rank. Soup isn't a meal, it's a drink. Amelia had 4 wisdom teeth out last Monday and her face was all swollen. She couldn't eat. She still can't open her mouth fully, and it's been 9 days, bless her. So wishing you better, Joey. Paddy says it was so nice to actually enjoy a game of football. It's been a while. Yeah. I went to bed because I didn't feel well. I've got a bloody ear infection. And I said to Jim, we'll put the Real Madrid game on, but I probably won't watch. But I thought it was such a brilliant game. We watched it all. I couldn't take my eyes off it. Excellent. People thinking City are bad now only because of Rodri. I know nothing about ball. They are all older and have nothing to fight for. They're showing their age and lack of motivation. Madrid were not good, and Liverpool played them off the park.
I think that's a good point. I think they are beginning to feel it a bit.
But De Bruyne was excellent last night again.
I think they need a bit of a freshen up, don't they? Which I'm sure they do. I mean, I think how much did they spend in the window? They spent a lot of money,
Yeah.
and they got. I don't know what's happening with their court case. I never hear anything about it, but it just amazes me that they're up for charges, and I don't know if anybody knows what's happening with that. I ain't got a clue, and they're still spending money hand over fist.
Steve D's taking the piss out of me. He's just messaged me and put the Real Madrid from Italy, because he messaged us last night and we was talking about Italy, and I said, what's the capital of Italy again? And I said to Jim, Madrid, is it? And he went, yeah. And then I went, no, that's Spain. Oh, it's Rome. And he's taking the pee. But
It was very late at night, and I was sleeping.
And I'm not well. So don't be mean, Steve.
It was funny, though.
It was funny. I think Spurs need Ten Hag. No, thank you. Yes, Merseyside derby tonight. Last one at Goodison Park. So
that'd be a good game, because they're going to want to go out with a win, aren't they?
Exactly. 100% they will. I love chicken soup. The only problem, 15 minutes later, I'm starving. See, I had chicken and mushroom soup for dinner the other day, and it filled me up. Yummy. I don't think cup of soups fill me up, but if you get a good chicken and mushroom soup, lovely. Real scores so many clutch goals. It's the sign of true champions. Yeah, and they are true champions. I need a Liverpool win for my assistant manager chip. Ooh. I don't know how my fantasy team did this week, but I think I've done a draw in our predictions. Let's have a look and see what we did. Because it's the last game for this week. Everton Liverpool. Jimbo did a 3-1 Liverpool. Chang did a 2-1 Liverpool. I did a 3-2 Liverpool, and Nick did a 2-1 Liverpool. So we've all done Liverpool to win. So yeah. Nearsighted says Arsenal in a top 4 race. Maybe so. Kate, I was about to say pick a game that we're definitely going to win, but then I realised this is Tottenham. You know it. We're going to the Notts Forest game at home, and I'm not even confident of that one. I need to look at the fixtures, and we'll try and find a game that we might win so that I can celebrate on stream.
We went to Ipswich.
I know we lost. I know. Big up El Dante. Not seen you for a little while. I hope you're well. Good to see you. Angus is here. Good to see you. What do you think of the Havertz injury crisis? Big up Mark CFC. Hope you're well, my love. People at work say, oh, I've got soup for lunch. Weirdo. I like soup. Does it fill you up, Jimbo, when I do you soup and bread?
Not really.
I mean, sometimes we do have it in a cup and drink it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I like soup, but it's not a dinner,
I find it filling unless it's cup of soup, and then it's like water. Brad's here. Big up. Says, imagine Slanky and Bellingham playing together and powerful scourge to any defence. Yes, indeed. Eric A, good to see you, said, what's sad these days is Levy has made the football side the red-headed stepchild of the entertainment side. Yeah. And Lee saying, please hit the like and subscribe. That would be nice. I don't ask anymore. I don't ever expect to be that big a channel. So I just plod along. And like I say, if we manage to make you smile, that's enough for us. Don't forget City Soul Carl Walker, and they don't have a right back. Yep, true. Big up Ed M. Lovely to see you. Hope you're well.
Did they fall out?
Who, Walker?
Like, yeah, and Pep. I think they fell out.
I'm not sure.
Well, the way it was going, it didn't. It was like, to me, they fell out. I'm not saying they have, because I don't know, but he wasn't playing him, was he?
Paul G says, absolutely, Steve. I don't watch many channels these days. It's dwindling by the week, but Kate and Jim are good eggs. Easter eggs, I hope. Not boring chicken eggs. But thank you, Paul. Get that stinky fruit, says Kate. This club and the owners don't have any ambition. Our front line has never been good enough to win anything, so them being injured doesn't matter one bit. This is when I was on the terrace the other day, Will said, no, that's a complete lie. When I was watching a stream the other day, Ian Lubin said, if you look at Arsenal, they're bored, want to win. And I said to him, I think you're actually wrong. I don't think they do. I think that's the similarity between Spurs And Arsenal, their board don't want to take that step and win things. And as I said to him, if you talk to Arsenal fans, they do agree. They don't think their board want to win. But what do we know?
Well, I look at it that Arsenal's of years gone by, right, would have bought that extra player or two to get them over the line. And they don't seem to be doing that today for some reason.
I mean, they spent 100+ million on Declan Rice, but they won't buy a striker.
That's a few seasons ago now, Kate.
I mean, if they went to Newcastle and said, look, we're going to give you 120 million for Isak, I don't think Newcastle could say no.
Well, I don't think they'd take it.
You don't think they'd take it?
No, if Newcastle was serious about building a title-winning team and a Champions League winning team over the next few years, why would they sell their prize asset?
True, and they don't need to.
And are they going to replace Isak?
No.
Very difficult.
Okay, well, let me change it. If they went to, I don't know, and said we want that Sesko or Gyökeres, they didn't want to sell Sesko in the winter, but if they'd have paid him what they wanted, they'd have sold him 70 million, whatever. And if Arsenal was serious, they would have done it because that's what big teams do. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, but Arsenal used to do it.
Yeah, I know.
Right, they did it with Rice. You're right, but that was what he's been there 2 or 3 seasons now, hasn't he?
Yeah,
at least 2 seasons.
Brad says, do you guys support any other sport or teams? I think it helps with our mental health to follow other sports and teams, being a Spurs fan. Jim?
Yeah, I do. I like the tennis. I like the Formula 1. I like the motorbikes. But yeah, I watch other sport. I love the tennis. I know you, Kate, don't like it. But
I don't like any other sports. My
next favourite sport is Formula 1.
Oh, the only thing I used to like that, but since Verstappen, shut up, is such a cheating dickhead, I can't watch it. But the only thing I used to like as well, I used to like MotoGP when Rossi was used to ride in the GP, and I used to like. Shut up. Sorry, I don't mind the Ryder Cup. Watching some golf, but I tend to watch Love Island and Geordie Shore and reality TV, actually, because it makes me feel better about my own life. And that's good for my mental health. Joey said that he finds that having a wank during the Spurs game makes the defeat less painful. The old pleasure and pain theory. Daniel 90 says Brentford win gave me a boost, and then them 2 cup defeats in 4 days completely shifted it back to feeling low again. Simon Hill, good to see you. Said even when we had our fit players, we was dropping points to Palace and Ipswich. I'm holding out no hope. We should have bought in the summer. Calafiori was not needed. We should have gone out and bought quality player and squad depth. That sounds familiar, Angus. My cat's got dry skin. That's more important than Spurs. Have you tried coconut oil on your pussycat? Because it does work. Soup is food, Kate, not a drink. Depends what soup you have. If it's cup of soup, it's definitely a drink because it's like water. But if it's a good soup, it's a meal. Found on Alvin Stardust LP for £2 this morning. Always a reason to smile. Wow, absolute bargain. That's probably worth more than that already. Joey says, I'm not a fan of babies. I didn't even like my own grandkids. They ain't worth being involved with till you can teach them to swear. A lot of men are wary of babies because they think they're going to break them, but they're sturdy little what's-its. But yeah, I love babies. Sorry, I just find them amazing. Steve's laughing at something. Oh, the bloody Madrid. Look, I can't help it. It was late. You've got to remember, right? People won't believe this. And this is the God's honest truth, but people on YouTube won't believe this. I've actually got 11 GCSEs and 4 A-levels, but I am losing the plot. I think my brain's just given up. Have you got the flu? I don't know. I've got a really bad ear infection that is so painful all down this and I keep sneezing, but it's not the flu, it's a cold or something, I don't know. They can suspend Jimbo, they really don't in the summer, and the money they got in from the trophies over the years, Jimbo. Yes, City, of course. Big up, Born to Lose, says, afternoon, you legends. Just a wild coincidence then that a takeover is back on the agenda ahead of protests on Sunday. What are the odds? Who was that at the door, Jim?
Well, I thought it was. I'm still waiting for one of your Valentine's presents, and I thought it was that, but it wasn't. It was something for me.
Something for you. Did you open it?
Yeah, because it had my name on it, darling.
Oh, right. Oh, that's all right then. Even if Everton ain't going to do nothing for us, we ain't going to catch up to them. I asked one of my friends what's the capital of England, and her answer was E, as it's the start. That's a bloody good answer. I'm just saying. The Taj Mahal is in Sydney. Brad says, if you make your own chicken soup, it's way more filling. You can put bigger chunks of chicken. I find the Heinz chicken soup, you get big old chunks in there. I'm just saying. That donkey belongs in a farm, not in my football club. I don't mind tomato soup. Ooh, not mad on that. The same woman, Steve D, said the tendon at the back of your foot is the Hercules tendon, and then said, well, it's a Greek name. She meant the Achilles. The old famous Hercules. They had a big fallout and some personal things happened with Walker. Oh, so they did have a fallout, Jimbo.
I thought they did. Because he kind of just stopped playing him, didn't he? And if Walker's fit, you don't just stop playing him.
And this is why I said on the terrace that Tottenham and Arsenal are the same. I said that their fans complain about the same things, and it's so true. I'm not saying we're the same club. Obviously, you're doing a lot better than us this year, but it swings and roundabouts. Well, sometimes we're better than you. Sometimes you're better than us. Neither of us win a lot. Okay, you've won an FA Cup in the last 5 years. But if you listen to our fans, they could be talking about either club. It's bonkers. Bobby says that's insane. Arsenal have definitely shown more ambition than we have in terms of buying players.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. In my job every night, I see a lot of negativity. Last thing I want is to see a YouTube channel which is toxic. It does my head in. At the end of the day, it's just a game. That's exactly how I see it. We don't want to be adding fuel to the fire. It's just not us to do that. We're too old in the tooth. With Jim especially. Just had a pack of chicken soup in hospital. It was a nice surprise. Hope you're all right, Davo. Over there.
Yeah, why was you in hospital, Dave?
Yeah, big up Steve RFC. Kate, I can twist a little bit exactly. They were praising Kroenke a few years ago because his son had been taking more control and they were hyping the Kroenkes after getting Declan Rice. Okay. Newcastle have to sell to be able to buy. Crazy logic, FFP. I don't think they need to sell Isak though. Newcastle will need to sell like Liverpool did with Coutinho, Jimbo, so they can get players. That's why they slapped 150 million. But what I'm saying is Arsenal won't pay that 150. If they went to Newcastle and said, we'll give you the 150, they'd get him. Jim said they wouldn't sell him, but they would. For that money,
I don't think no one's going to go in and offer 150 million for him, Kate. That's why they
Real
put
Madrid
that tag on him.
if they need him.
Who?
Barca or Real Madrid would if they wanted him.
I don't think they can afford to.
Well, I don't know.
Barcelona definitely can't. They couldn't buy it.
Well,
in January. They've still got people on their books that are not registered.
We could do it. Bloody hell, I'd love him. Setzko's coming in the summer. He's got a gentleman's agreement. Harry Kane had a gentleman's agreement. Hashtag just saying. Mm-hmm.
Lucky Sol Campbell.
Yeah, he's not a gentleman. I like hockey, cricket, and football, says Lucky Singh. On that only other sport I will watch is basketball or golf. I'm quite partial to women's tennis, says Steve D. Future Music says throw your telly out. Jim, I'm an F1 fan and tennis and used to play tennis, and I like loads of sports.
Yeah, I used to play tennis and squash.
Now he just plays squash when he sits on me. Perhaps Arsenal can get Bergkamp as manager. They like to give people their first job. Big up to you, Guy Dunn says, hi, Kate and Jim. Liverpool have a lower net spend than most in the top six, but win everything. Our recruitment is poor. Never a truer word spoken, for sure. Stinky says the reason why we don't have any ambition is could Stay and Josh have put lawyers in charge of selling and buying of players? Are we most sporting director still? I don't really understand. I know that Josh Kroenke's taken control, but on my cat, big upside dancer, good to see you. It's not about other sports. It's just having Spurs not be your only thing in your life. Family's more important, especially recently. So Spurs is a thing, but I want us to win. I love when we do, but I assume you're going to say you don't lose your mind when we don't, which is, yeah, that's how it should be. Up the Shire, Bohemian. Soft spot on babies' heads worry me. It doesn't say soft for that long. Kate is losing it. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. I lost it a long time ago, but yeah, I am.
That's funny.
I really am.
She's heard that twice, Paddy.
3 times, actually. Son Solanke and Till would be a decent front line if they ever got to play together. Yeah. Jimbo having to rush to the front door so Kate does not get hold of the Valentine's presents. Yeah, except they weren't my presents.
I thought it was because I had to sign for it, but it wasn't.
I will have soup to be healthy, but then eat half a load of garlic bread with it and ruin the healthy side. Do you know what I saw my brother-in-law do? I forgot to tell you this, Jim. When I went down south, Jen cooked spaghetti bolognese, right? So she put it all out on the table. And Simon got a bit of bread, put spaghetti bolognese in it, folded it up and ate it as a sandwich and did it about 3 times.
He can eat
Who
that.
Who does that? What?
He can eat.
Yeah, but who makes spaghetti bolognese sandwiches?
Simon.
I get it if you have it with garlic bread, which he didn't have. So he had it with normal bread and made sandwiches.
No, don't diss my brother-in-law, please.
I'm not dissing him. I just think he's strange.
I'm lucky. I've probably got the nicest brother-in-law in the world. He's such a nice guy.
Yeah, but he's got weird taste in food. I'm just saying. Billy says, love you, Kate. You're like my favourite auntie. Ah, that's so sweet. I love you too, Billy. I'm happy to be anyone's auntie. I think Isak could possibly be Lewandowski replacement when he leaves. Good shout. Poch is playing golf with Lange and Munn. Oh, he was with Mickey Hazard last weekend. I can't cope. I wish I'd known where they were. I would have stalked them completely. I'm surprised.
Is that true, side dancer?
Yeah, it is true. He's in London at the minute, isn't he? Oh, I can't cope with it. It makes my heart.
Let's put the cat amongst the pigeons, isn't it?
Well, you never know what's going to happen at Spurs. I did vomit in my mouth a little bit when I said Sol, what's his face's name? I just can't bear it. Tennis is better than football, no toxicity. Love Auntie Kate and Jimbo. Sorry I'm late. I've got a killer ear infection. I have too, Smithy. We must have been snogging virtually because I've got one. I've got doctors at 3 o'clock. So annoying. I haven't been able to sleep on this side at all. And I took a Valium last night and I still never slept. Oh, it's so frustrating. And if they tell me it's a virus and they can't give me anything for it, I'm going to go full Karen today. Barcelona don't have money and Real prefer a free, but someone will get him, but don't know how much they will need to pay. Will be about 100 mil for Isak. Oh, I'd love him. Me and Grayson are both watching. Hi, Grayson. Auntie Kate loves you and you, Amelia. Kate, how can you have a gentleman's agreement with Levy? Doesn't it have to be between 2 gentlemen? This is what I mean. I don't trust. If I was a footballer, no one's getting me of a gentleman's agreement. I want it in writing. But yeah, Angus is a good lad. He absolutely is. I don't know what's happened there with Billy, but we welcome everyone in here. So that's all I'm going to say. Morning to you, Ian Ferguson. Good to see you. Have you got married yet? Or when's the wedding? I'm sure you were getting married. I think I'm losing the plot. Maybe I made that up as well. Angus is sound and a good guy. Bless him. He's not here to defend himself. Look, Simon, if you're listening, we love you. But I just think you've got the weirdest taste in sandwiches. No one has spaghetti bolognese sandwiches.
I stuck up for him, Amelia.
It's just weird. He's the cutest. She's so funny with her dad. Don't diss my dad. Roses are £5 a bunch all year, apart from this week. Spag bowl on a sandwich. Some people have strange eating habits. Thank you. I just sat there looking at him. I didn't even know what to say. I literally don't know what to say. Oh my God, mine's my left ear as well. Spaghetti sandwiches, delicious. Learn to live a little. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, potch and foreplay. Angus, please don't use those words in the same sentence.
I
Honestly,
have to say,
you're getting me
my
excited.
sister-in-law Kate, does an absolute fantastic spag bowl.
Yeah, last time I couldn't eat it because I felt sick. We need Poch back. Apparently, he's now favourite for the Spurs job. Oh my God, I've got to Google that. Let me do it on here. Who odds next Spurs manager? Thomas Frank and Mauricio Pochettino are joint favourites, along with Iriola. So there's 3 people all on 11-2. So he's not actually standout favourites on odds checker.
It's very strange, Kate, that he's playing golf with them.
Well, he spent the day at the weekend with Mickey and all the legends. I hope they're all in his ear saying, please come back. Cold spaghetti bolognese sandwich is lovely. Oh my God, next you'll be telling me when Elf puts Pop-Tarts in the spag bowl and marshmallows that it's syrup, it's nice. Deep fried lasagna is a thing and it's good. Yeah, full Karen. I went full Karen yesterday and I'm quite prepared to do it today. Brother has an ear infection too. Are they contagious? Forgive the dumb question. I think they are contagious, but I don't know. I am done. Unfortunately, they hardly work, but it does stop the banging and clashing in my ear. What do they give you? Amoxicillin or something else, Smithy? Oh, Ian gets married on July the 5th. Oh, my God. Where are you getting married? That's so lovely. I'm so happy for you. Week before Jimbo's birthday. I made spaghetti last night, but I made a slice of toast with real butter and put the bolognese sauce with the beef mince in it with mayonnaise on top. It was better than spaghetti. Oh, my God. What? I don't know what to say.
That sounds nice.
A spag bowl baguette sounds good. The household iron supermarkets have Valentine's gifts in all year round. Joey Barton, you sexist piglet. Spaghetti grows on trees. Yo, Leo. Good to see you. Oh, he's off work again on baby duties. Much love to the homies. I hope London gets better soon. Bless her heart. Grayson's poorly. I don't feel great. There's so many germs going about, but it's nothing worse than when babies are poorly because they can't tell you what's wrong. But I really hope she gets better soon, Leo. But it's nice to have you here. Big up, Matt. Good to see you. Big up, Soul says, talking of sandwiches, I once knew someone who put red sauce on a sausage sarnie. I do that. Is that weird? Or are you being sarcastic?
Taking the mick, Kate.
If Poch does go back to Tottenham, he's the dumbest man in the world. Yeah, but he's fit. Very fit. An iron is for life, not just for Valentine's. Joey Barton, you're terrible. Like the stream. Yes, thank you, Miss Bunny. And yes, if you can like the stream, I would appreciate it. We're now, let's have a look. We are 111 away from 2,000. I think getting to 2,000 is harder than getting to 1,000. But we're getting there, slowly but surely. Billy says Poch back would be horrendous. We would just be showing no ambition. I disagree.
I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence with it. I don't want to get splinters in my arse. But I mean, I loved it when Poch was here. I was glad he went when he went because I think it was not so much. I think it was more for him because he looked a beaten man. Rightly so because he wasn't backed. But I'm not sure. It's a hard one. You know, if he comes back, they need to give him money and let him pick his players.
Yeah, I agree. It does come down to that. We need to back whoever we bring in. Leo, I hope you're well, mate. Big up, Leo. I was in the gym chatting to a girl and then my phone slammed with season over. It bloody well is over. Yes. Havertz out.
I know, it could work the other way. I don't know who they've got in the sidelines to come in, but it could give a younger guy a chance, and he could kick in. You don't know. It might be a
When's
blessing in
Jesus
disguise.
back? Or is
Huh?
Jesus out all season?
No, I think he's out.
Wow. Don't do it, Ian. Stop it. We're the perfect advert for marriage, me and Jimbo. How long we've been married? 17 years this year. It's the best thing ever.
Been together for 24.
Yes.
And it's been, I don't regret a day.
See? Perfect advert for marriage because we are the perfect match. It says so, so it must be true. Congratulations, Ian. Wish you and yours all the best. 11 to 2 faves. I'm not interested until one becomes odds on. Otherwise, speculation. Keep up the pleasant viewing. Big up, Norman Smith. I hear you. There's like 3 or 4. I think there's 4 or 5 that's as well that are on there. There was a couple of others. Can't remember. McKenna. Ben Mahomey, fever's gone. We're on the mend. Yes, get well soon, London. An ear infection is not contagious unless you're fingering their ear and putting it in your own ear. Mark says, why would Poch come back after we waited so long for you before he came to us? And would Levy pay to get him out of the American contract for the World Cup? Well, I'll ask you in a minute, Jim. But what I will say is I think Poch would actually quit America to come to us. I really do. But I might just be deluded and naive. But Jim, what do you think?
I don't know. It depends, I suppose, how it's going there. If he feels that they can win something. I mean, I don't really follow the American team, so I don't know how good they are. Or I mean, they seem to always do all right. Nothing spectacular. But I mean, it's he says he wants to manage us again, so maybe he would. I don't know I don't think it cost a lot to buy him out his contract.
I'm not sure.
I don't think it would be like mega money.
I can't have Cohen Moxiclav. They make me really ill where literally I can't get out of bed. So I don't know what. I bet they don't even give me antibiotics, the pigs. They say, oh, it's viral. They always do. I can't cope with it. Leo, we can't have little homie's not feeling well. Good, she's on the mend. Yes. And Grayson. Get well soon, Grayson. Haven't fingered my brother's ear yet, so hopefully I'm safe. Daniel says, any USA fan who thinks Poch is loyal to that job when he's a club manager by trade and he would turn down Tottenham just like that, which I've heard, are mistaken. I'm sorry, I know people don't like to say it, but I do think he's fully Tottenham, even though he went to Chelsea. I said I was buying...
You can't condemn him for going to Chelsea, right? Tottenham sacked him, right? There was rumours he wanted to come back and Levy weren't going to bring him back, so he's got to go to. If he went to Arsenal, it's different. But
yeah,
I don't think you condemn him for going to Chelsea. I didn't like it, but I wouldn't condemn him for it.
I don't think Poch has what it takes to win something. I do. I really, really do. But we'll see. We live in Cincinnati currently, but we're getting married closer to where both of us grew up. Oh, well, I hope it's perfect. But I mean, we've got a long way to go yet. But how lovely. Something to look forward to. Saka's back in a month, potentially. Martinelli out for more than a month. Ethan's our top goal scorer in terms of fit and available. So unless he goes English Jamal, we've got no chance. Do you blame the board? Do you blame Arteta? I mean, where does it lie, the blame? Do you know what, Daniel? I really wouldn't be surprised if he quit. He does love Spurs. People say, oh, no, they're just managers. This guy feels this club. I know he does. You can do a Valentine's thing on here, but keep it clean. Well, we are on Friday, but we're doing our Premier League predictions. So it's not much love in the air, but we'll try and bring some love. Never go back to an ex. Poch should stay away. No, Poch, come back to mama. Come to mama. Why are you laughing?
Yeah.
Oh, I adore him. I never wanted him gone. I rang up TalkSport. I ranted. I said people want him gone. They're disgusting. They should be careful what they wish for. And ever since I made that call, it's all gone to shit.
Yeah, but I think it was the right time, Kate. It wasn't. I never called for him to be sacked, but I think for his own health, because he started to look ill.
Yeah, because he knew he wasn't going to get backed. He said at the start of the season,
I think it was the right thing for him.
Well, I don't, because he didn't want to leave me, because he texted me and said, I don't want to go, but I've got to. So he will come back to us. He's not a bottler. Stop. All this Poch talk feels like gaslighting your ex to make them come back. I love him. I can't help it. I don't really understand gaslighting. I thought gaslighting was when you do something wrong, but you try and make out it was the other person. I don't really understand it. Potter said he loves Spurs and our fans and that he wants to return to win with us. So he will be back one day as long as our board want him. Yeah, like I said, I don't think it'll be yet, but I think it'll be within the next 3 years. Arsenal should make Europa Conference League qualification even with injuries. Been with my other half for 19 years. Best decision I've ever made. Big up, Ben. I like it. The board are to blame. Ben White's back. Move Timber over and put Skelly in midfield. That's his normal position. I blame them all, says Angus. Yeah. The only reason that Levy brings Poch back is to try and get the fans on side. Arteta deserves some blame for the training drills in Dubai. Arteta knows Havertz was basically drained from that Newcastle game and has had no rest. It was funny when we was at Chelsea in press conferences and just wanted to talk about us. Yeah, I know, that was funny. I feel the same way, Jimbo. Didn't like the fact Mourinho joined you, but still feel the same about the guy. Kate, what would you do if you meet Poch? I would probably wet my knickers, actually. Now, look, I was the one person I wanted to meet more than anyone was Take That. And when I met him, I was quite calm. So nothing can compare to that. But I would be absolutely 1,000,000% starstruck because for me, he's the greatest manager I've ever seen. And I just connected with him. And I think he's just a wonderful human. And when I speak to Mickey and when we was talking to them at the ground, that lady that's worked there for years, she was telling us how lovely he was and how he used to spend time with them. And I just think he's so lovely. So I would be a little bit tongue-tied, I think. But Jim would just say, he's just a human being, Kate, because that's what he said when we met Take That.
And who did Take That remember second time we met him?
You. They went, oh, I remember you. You're the Tottenham fan. I was like, I have followed you for 30 years, but yeah, crack on. Ange definitely looks like he's lost a couple of stone. We have definitely broken that man. El Dante says, gaslighting is when you manipulate others by getting them to believe false truths and question whether they themselves are losing it. It's a manipulation tactic. Okay. You hear it all the time, and I've got to be honest and say I don't really understand what it means. So I think, you know why I think they're down tools? Because he made it clear that this side wasn't good enough. He said we need reinforcements. We're not going to get them, so it's going to be tough. And I think the players thought, well, stuff you then, if you don't think we're good enough. And I think he lost his mojo as well because he knew it was going to go from here to here. And it must be so frustrating when you've built a team up to get on the brink and then get told, well, we're not going to back at you and bring anyone in. You must feel so deflated. So that's how I see it. People can say I've got rose-tinted glasses. I don't care. I probably have. Arteta deserves the blame. He's the reason Saka got injured. I've never spoke to Poch. I'm joking when I said he texts me. I wish he did, but supercalifragilistic, we want Pochettino. Supercalifragilistic, we want Pochettino. That's it. What's happened with Spurs news recently, Kate and Jimbo? There isn't much except Vicario, Madison and Udogie are expected to be back for the weekend's game.
I can tell you one thing, Kate. If Poch comes back, it'll probably divide the fan base again.
Yeah. Although people that were a bit, I don't know if I want him back because of how bad Ange has been in their eyes. I think most people do want him back. So, I've just lost a subscriber. Oh, well. And also there's protests organised for this Sunday at 2:45 as well. Poch had to take on Tottenham. We were in a mess last time. Fair enough, the quality of the squad was better. But if he came back, he would have been inheriting a mess again. He can sort it. Thing is with Poch, he's so good with youth players. I think this team's made for him. Leo says the romance with Poch is funny. It would be Disney movie finished to have him back, but I can't see it happening. Oh my God. It would be. I would come on here and I'd call my show and we lived happily ever after. Woo! Phil P's in the house. Big up, Phil. Lovely to see you. The only one to get the best out of Dele Alli, yeah. Qatar wants to buy Spurs. I don't actually believe it. I think it's a bit of nonsense. But
Well, I told you, I was watching a video the other day on it, on some experts talking, and they said that it is real, genuine interest. That's what they were saying.
no, I'm one of these people who I want Levy to change. I want Levy. Part of me wants him to go, but at the same time, I'm really worried that we might get someone even worse. And I know a lot of people say, well, I'm willing to throw the dice, but I can't help it. I'm one of these people who gets really bad anxiety about
Well,
change.
look,
So that's just
I,
how I feel.
I'm going to look at it that I think it would be pretty difficult to get someone worse, Kate. You might get someone on the same level because he does spend money, Levy, not as much as I think that he should or as should have over the last few years, but he does spend money. So I think that I think it would be difficult to get someone worse. Maybe you could get someone on the same level as him that looks at it on the business side and doesn't pay into the football as much as they should. But I think it'd be difficult to get someone worse than Levy, if I'm honest.
I don't know. Mike Ashley, I would say, is worse. The Kroenke's worse.
Yeah, but Mike Ashley's never going to be able to afford to buy Tottenham.
No, but
He's
I'm
not
giving
that rich.
examples. And the people, the Gillettes that owned, was it Man United or Liverpool?
Yeah, but
Liverpool,
you can't bring like people like Mike Ashley into it because it's a different level of richness. So he never he couldn't spend the money that needed to be spent at Newcastle without it really affecting him. But if someone buys Tottenham, right, they're going to be multi-billionaires, so they will be able to spend money. It's a different scenario completely.
Ben Bryant saying, "Don't worry, Kate. Poch would probably wet his knickers if he met you." Do you know what the funny thing is? When Mickey was on the channel last, I said I would love for Van der Ven to get changed next to me, Van der Vaart, and he went. Funnily enough, when I spoke to Van der Vaart, he said that he'd love to get changed next to you. Made my life. Don't care that it's a lie. I'm taking it all day long. Re-signing Poch would only be for Levy to get rid of Levy out instead of the actual good of the football club. We need the right person to take us forward. I truly believe it is Poch, but I think a lot of people will be going into the stadium after the protest.
Yeah, but you're quite blinkered with Poch, so
I am. Yeah, I agree. I admit that 100%.
Yeah, you're
I love him. I will never deny it. I said it on the terrace. I want him back. I said it that I'm completely blinded because he made me feel a way about Spurs that I don't remember feeling like that we could win anything. And yeah, I
still didn't win nothing though.
I know, but we was close and closer than we've ever been. But there we go. Very rare that you will get. It's very rare that you will get an owner that purely wants to win, like a Roman at Chelsea. Yeah. I'm finally willing to roll the dice, Kate. I understand because I'm always worried about the financial future of this club, but we only got one life, mate. We deserve it. Yeah. As I say, I do feel like I'm one of these people that suffers with anxiety, and so I like things to sort of stay the same. And getting rid of Levy gives me anxiety, but I can understand why people want him gone. Big up Corey. We're finishing in a minute because Ben is on. Is Poch my celebrity crush? No, my celebrity crush is Charlie Hunnam from Sons of Anarchy or David Beckham, or both at the same time, or Tom Hardy. He's yummy as well. Jim, who's your celebrity crush?
Don't know. Don't even know if I got one really.
You like Charlize Theron, don't you?
Yeah, I think she's nice. Yeah. I don't know. Jessica Alba.
I know who you like. Michelle Rodriguez from Fast and Furious.
Yeah, she's nice, really nice. And the girl, the English girl, I can't think of her name. Michelle.
The English girl. What's she in?
Michelle something. I can't think of her name.
What's she in?
She's in that funny program.
Oh, Michelle Keegan.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, she's lovely, but she's actually young enough to be your daughter. But my girl crush is Ruby Rose. I think I would actually go the other way for her. She's beautiful and tattooed and just rather yummy. But on that note, before we get too hot and bothered,
I don't have girl crushes, Kate, really. I look at girls and think they're pretty and stuff like that, but I don't really get crushes on them. I've got a crush on you, darling.
You must have. You like the girl on Sky Sports.
Yeah, she's nice, but I don't look at them and have a crush on them.
Don't you look at her and think, "Oh, I'll give her one"?
Yeah, but that's not having a crush. That's having a lust.
Well, that's how I feel with Charlie Hunnam. I think
so. You've got lust for him. It's a difference.
Yeah, but I think very naughty, lustful thoughts, and David Beckham. But the thing is, with Michelle Keegan, we actually met her, and she is the tiniest, teeniest, skinniest, tiny little person. She's tiny, isn't she?
Yeah.
I think if you did that, you could get round her waist. She's that little.
She was really nice as well. She was just a nice person.
Lovely to William, wasn't it?
Yeah, she was really nice to William.
What a way to end the show. Talking about girl crushes and boy crushes. But Jimbo, we are back on Friday to do our Premier League preview, I think, with Chang and Nick. And yes, she is pregnant. Bobby Case is also Salma Hayek. She's a very beautiful lady as well. Thank you to everyone for watching. I know it wasn't our normal show, but we thought we'd just do a little bit of a chilled show. Because sometimes you just need a break from the madness of what
we was talking about her before, weren't we? And someone said they sat next to her on a plane.
Sat next to who?
Salma Hayek.
I don't know.
Yeah, we was doing a stream and we was talking about it, and someone said that they were sitting next to her on a plane.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, that was a few months ago.
But Angelina Jolie and Tomb Raider says Paige. Listen, please smash a like if you haven't already. Please subscribe if you like what you see. We will be back on Friday at 12 p.m. for the Premier League pump. I won't be here tomorrow because I've got 2 appointments.
With Nick and Chang.
Smithy, I hope you feel better. You are going to be redirected to Ben, who's got, I don't know if it's Brewing Bollocks at 2, but he's got a show at 2 with Nick and Bobby and Kuva, I think. So you're going to be transferred over there, redirected over there. Massive thank you to Vindaloo for the super chat. It is massively appreciated. And don't forget on Friday, if you're a member or you have done a super chat, you are in the draw to win that signed banter picture, which we will be drawing live on the show on Friday. Jimbo, anything you want to say before we go?
No, we're going to beat United because we are the mighty Spurs. But I'll give my scream up on Friday.
Exactly.
I'm convinced we're going to win that game. I'm convinced.
Yeah, I think we will as well. But have a great day, everyone. And yeah, as always, come on, you Spurs.
Giving opinions with no regret, smashing the top bins, like in the onion net. Talking the talk with Kate and Jim, and walking the walk, just listen in. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter. Mix and transfer news, it's what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Jimbo always keeps a positive spin, while Kate's Mickey has a name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like Lenny stop robbing, or she's just flip-flopping. Hell, this place is popping. The perfect match, you just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match, you just got to latch onto that perfect match.